Huples Cat, my channel's analytics, part 2. So I'm going to look at 3 other videos just to show you the analytics, show you what happened with them, show you the CPM and all that stuff, do it quite quickly. And then I'll actually show you my first ever YouTube earnings and have a little discussion around that. So settle in and enjoy. So this is Kitty's one, Prius, popular. I expect to make money from this. All the tags from my channel tags are there. I should have removed them all. The only tags there should actually directly relate to the actual video you're doing, with maybe a general one. So let's have a little look at analytics. So you can see from this one, it's got, for me, large views. A lot of cash though, even for me, that's big. And 2 subscribers quit me over this. Oh well. And you can see it's slightly above and then below and then above my normal. So it's getting traction, and this is the type of video I would expect to see get traction over time. It is a new car and people like to Google and look up new cars. Audience retention, 6 minutes, and then people get fed up. Fairly steep drop off in the first minute. That's always what you're going to get. I'm not a clickbait channel. But yeah, nearly 23% of the people watch the whole thing, and I like that. And you know, you can see the hourly views and you can see likes versus dislikes and all the rest of it. So that's pretty good. So let's look at revenue. Wow. So my CPM is $38.60 per 1,000 views. That is why my revenue is larger than it normally would be. So you can imagine if I had 10 times the views, I'd have $33 just from this video in 2 days. I think that's the attractive part. So let's have a look at another video. So now I'm looking at real viewers and how many times they've looked at my videos. So my most popular video is the Inchback video they uploaded July the 4th, 2017. Though it wasn't monetized for most of its life. And you can see that they've got 11,000 views, 265 comments, and an awful lot of dislikes. That's because I spoke truth in that, and people don't want to hear truth. But let's have a little look at this. So I open up a new tab. Let's have a little look. So this is the page dealing with this video, and you can see here that's the actual thumbnail I used. It's a 19-minute 27-second video. I like long ones. Everybody I quoted or used in this, I've actually put their links in it. I think that's really important to do. Again, I cut down this a lot to show you what I was looking at, cut down the tags to make it very specific. And when we look at the analytics for this, you'd expect to see a large amount of money in terms of YouTube revenue, but you won't. So what's the analytics look like? Last 28 days, people keep watching this. I made 18 cents in the last month off this video, and it gave me 1 subscriber. There are people out there who actually have taste. It's not viral, so it's dripping down, the views numbers and all that's dropping down from the previous 28 days. When I look at it, the audience retention, 26%. For my channel, that's pretty good. I talk way too much, but 15% at the end. Well, it's a 19-minute video, and I just basically talk on it. People hate me, so there you go. I can deal with that. But as you can see, browse features is where it's coming from. Because basically, it's long dead on my channel, and people aren't watching it. So $12 Canadian is the CPM for this one. And I think that's an important note. It's pretty good actually for a prepping video. What about lifetime? So the lifetime of the channel. So as you can see, it came out on the 4th of July 2017, and I didn't monetize until April of 2019. So all the money this has earned has been since then. And the CPM rises and falls, and actually the lifetime CPM for this is pretty low. So $2.24 is the actual revenue I've made from this video since I monetized, but most of the views were over that basically an almost 2-year period where it wasn't monetized. And I think that's an important lesson as well. If you put videos out there in the world, don't be surprised if later on down the line, if it becomes topical, people will start to find it and watch it. So the effective cost per mile and the overview. So the overview is large numbers for me. That's huge for me. People get them in 5 minutes if they're any good. And it's gained me 42 subscribers compared to the number of subscribers who subscribed whilst watching that, compared to the numbers of people that dumped me. What about this? BioLite Fire Pit. This is my second most popular video. Just broke the 10K barrier. And you'll see that the monetization is on, but it's yellow. And the reason that's yellow, and again a lot of dislikes on that, but that's a different issue. That was a political thing earlier on. So let's have a little look at this. What is going on with this one? So here it is. Nice description, talks about what it's actually about. Title actually is what it's actually about. It's a 6-minute 17-second video. I didn't use a customized thumbnail for this because I wasn't back then. Maybe in the future I'll go back and revamp some of these. I kept the tags brief and to the point, and I really do think that's a very, very important thing to do. But you could possibly do with a better thumbnail. I could actually grab a thumbnail from it showing the garage almost burning, which would probably get more people looking at it. So in the last 28 days it's made me 27 cents. And the views are dropping and the watch time's dropping because it's not current anymore, but it's still getting a fair amount of churn. Average is 2.5 minutes, 2:45. At the very end of this it drops off quite a lot because people didn't want to sit through the pictures. But since I loaded this, when did I load this thing? So when I loaded it, it got quite a lot of traction. The estimated lifetime is $5. So like I say, until April of 2019, there was actually nothing happening. So the CPM was pretty low. When I first loaded it, the CPM was really, really high. And if I'd monetized at that point, this would have been definitely my most powerful money maker. So over my lifetime, I've had 2 viral videos, which weren't monetized at the time, and I've made $150.05. 18 or so dollars of that was from one sub who gave me $20 in a super chat. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. But you can actually see how many views you're getting. So my channel's flatlined. So the money I'm making early on should be the same as the money I'm making later on. Now under each of these numbers you show the videos you've actually released, and that's what's spiking it. It was a Toronto van attack that spiked the views. And this one you can see sometimes my computer again is not working very well, but you can see what the videos that you released are on those dates, but it's not a comprehensive list. So it's kind of interesting that you can actually look at what your channel is doing in real time and also historically, and you can see the BioLite definitely got more traction for me than anything else. If I made myself a BioLite channel, some people would argue I didn't, it actually is pretty damn good. And here we go. I've had 3 people watch that, the BioLite for impressions. Pretty good. That's recent. And CPM is 34.50, very nice, very, very good. If I can get more views, I'll do great for that. So the bottom line is, skippable ads at auction is what's being sold here. People are actually bidding to buy onto this video. They like the video, they like the topic, and crucially they like the audience. So when you go back to lifetime again, well, the lifetime CPM was much higher. That's the lifetime since I opened it. So you can see initially I don't get anything because I didn't actually monetize till later on. And yeah, so that's my advice, is if you're going to make a video that's going to get churning people over the next 2 to 3 years and maybe find it and watch it, don't expect to make a lot of money early on, but do expect it to be a slow earner for you, and that's kind of what I want. Now when you use the help, look at this stuff, look at what it means, look at estimated actual, make sure you're advertiser friendly. A lot of my videos are not advertiser friendly. You still here? Anyway, let's look at revenue and some tips that I picked up from various people. And I do once again want to mention Papa Texas Unfiltered. I do find out of all the tip channels out there that I've been looking at, I do find his is the most direct and the easiest to understand, and also the most value in terms of what you should do. Obviously, one of the major tips is get a really good camera and really good lighting and have a really good studio and use makeup and all the rest of the stuff they use in mainstream media. I don't know if I'll ever go that far, but maybe you want to. But for sure, shooting off a camera can work very well. It can also be terrible. If you're going to go live streaming to get the minute views up, actually have something of value. There's a lot of people out there now doing 3, 4, 6 hour live streams to 1 or 2 people, and I do think the ultimate result of that is choking the servers, and at some point YouTube's going to act on that and they'll remove those very long dull live streams and remove any credit you got for them anyway. If you're going to have an audience for a reason that's for the audience, not for your monetary gain. I think that's a really key thing. So I actually got paid from YouTube after about 4 months. It would have been 4.5 without the gift. There you go. I'd set it up. It's not that hard to set up. If you can't figure it out, then you probably shouldn't be doing YouTube. So there you go. My first payment was there on August the 1st, so 31st of August actually. And I got $121.60. And if you look at view transactions, so the first, nothing. So you have to actually make money for this to show here. You can look at it and break down per month for billing, but obviously I'm not going to get money every month. It goes to my bank account, and because I'm Canadian, I get it a lot faster. If I was American, I'd have to wait another month or two. So the last 3 months, but that's all there is anyway. Look at detailed transactions, look at all earnings. You can alter the time frames. And I think that's kind of interesting. So if you look at all time, for me, you basically get the same thing. It shows you what you're getting per month. Now, you know, that's how much I've been earning per month. Really minimal amounts. This is because people, some of my videos were actually monetized by mistake. So that's how much I earned for them, going back in historical periods of time for like 1 or 2 videos. So pennies count when you start a channel. If you're only getting 10-15 cents a month from a video, you know, that's $1 a year. And if you have 100 videos, okay, it's $100. It's free money. Does it destroy the viewing pleasure? I don't know. I would recommend ad block, and I'd also recommend skipping through videos. If you actually watch the full advert and click on it, you're giving the host some cash. But it's up to you whether you do that or not. But that's where I started to monetize, and you can see immediately the effect here. That was the plus about $18 because they take some money off you from the super chat. So that was probably my best earning month, and of course it's cumulative, right? So that's about $20 extra. That's about $22 extra, and that's $24 extra. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. It's showing growth in advertising revenue, which shows growth in viewing and interaction. And also I think that's an important thing. So yeah, it was kind of a thrill to get that deposited into my bank account, because it kind of says to you, yeah, what you're doing has actually got value to people other than your subscribers. It's got value to advertisers, and you can look at all of these and figure all of this stuff out. So yeah, there's my payment. One payment. I'm very happy with that. That's my earnings by selling advertising space for YouTube. And there you go. And 2 months and 1 month period, 24. So I'm quite happy with this. And you can see the accumulative, you can see the earnings you're getting and all the rest of it, and that's kind of should tell you directly whether what you're doing is working or not. The indirect method, of course, is to focus on views and retention and targeted views and emails and everything else, and comments and likes, and being active on other people's channels, doing everything that makes people want to look at your videos and watch them all. I mean, that's kind of it. There's no magic secret to this. So thanks for watching. I know both of these videos were a bit dull, and I didn't spice them up and make them dramatic and use jump shots and all the rest of it, but that's really not who I am. And if you fake who you are, most people are going to notice that you're faking it. So I'm just going to end up with a little bit of music, that's free music, and give you some tips. The main tip is never ever use copyrighted music. I did for a long time. It was a signature on my channel, using 20-second, 25 blasts of really nice rock tunes and stuff. Once you get monetized, they go back, slash those, remove the earnings, and often block the video. So I had to go back and actually remove a lot of the music so the video wouldn't be disappeared from the internet. The other thing is, like, when should you upload? Well, you should upload regularly at a regular time. It lets people be first to comment, and that's also something that generates excitement. But the other thing you should do is you should look at, well, people are uploading on Fridays and Saturdays a lot, because that's the peak time. And that's true. You're going to probably get more views initially if you upload on a Friday or a Saturday. But you're also going to be entering a crowded field. If you're uploading something that's really good on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, on a regular basis, or a Monday, and people have subscribed to your channel, even if it's 100 or 150 people are going to spot that and watch it in 2 or 3 days, that can actually help trigger your video to stand out. So when it goes into the Friday, Saturday, perhaps the AI of YouTube decides to promote your video. Because that's the other thing. When you do a small channel, if you have good content and you have good presentation skills and good setup, be aware of the fact that at some point you might go viral. Anyway, this has happened to a few of the channels I've subscribed to. Guns, Knife and Beer, with the beautiful Disney dog on it, they actually went mega viral. And absolute credit to the guy, he didn't change a thing on his channel. In fact, I think he actually stood back a little bit and reduced his volume of output, and then continued to do the videos that he wanted to do. And all credit to him on that. And if you're a small channel or a new channel and suddenly you get a viral video and you get $50, $100, $200, wow, that can really corrupt your channel, and you're going to really focus on doing those videos in the future, which may be the sort of videos you want to do, in which case carry on. But be aware of the fact that you are the creator, you have control, and you are not creating for yourself in an echo chamber, you're creating for a wider audience. The wider audience you get, the more your views, questions are going to be out there in the world. And that's ultimately kind of why I do this. I also do this because I really like the interaction, and I really like the idea that I'm actually creating an art form, and that's how I look at it. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed this, enjoyed the end slides, and thumbs up, subscribe, share widely, watch all my advertisement, and make me a multi-millionaire on YouTube. Toodles. This presentation was brought to you by Bad Terrier Films.